I'm at Island Lake State Rec area again, doing the Blue Trail. It's 9 miles. Came here after work. I think I got here like right around 5:30, so said it would take about 3 hours to do. Be out of here at 8:30. The only problem is it's supposed to be dark at 7:45. So I might be doing a little bit of this in the dark. We'll see what happens though. Jeez, mosquitoes. Puppies will eat you alive. Man, can't see very good, but those are some big old mushrooms down there. Maybe we'll be able to. Last time I hiked here, it was the, end of winter, early spring. Nothing was green yet, and it was still my favorite trail. Now it's just even cooler. This is like the hike that started it all. I did the blue and the yellow trail though. Now I'm just doing the blue. Figure out what I can do to make that look a little better. This is pretty, but the sun is too bright. So I'm coming up to the road here. The trail will cross the road and then go back to the road and continue down the road for a little bit. I'm thinking about skipping the trail part and just hitting the road for a second until I get back to the trail to save me some time, just because it's almost 7 and I mean I could be done by 9, but it's supposed to be dark at 7:45, or getting dark, sunset. Yeah, right here is the road, and so if I just walk down the road, I'll save a little bit of time. Probably not a ton, but maybe enough that it won't be like actually dark when I get back to the car, At least the road's pretty. Hopefully I don't get no mosquitoes. Ooh. Spider web. I better stop. I gotta zoom in on that. And a river. Cuteness. So anyways, it's getting late. 7 right now. You can see we're shortcutting, and right when we're supposed to hop back on this trail, we're just gonna follow the road back and then hop back on Blue Trail, and then shortcut here, follow that, and then shortcut there, or probably just follow that back out. I don't know, something like that, just to try and expedite the process here. The mosquitoes are a little crazy. Kind of wanted to be home by 9. And although I did bring a flashlight, I don't really feel like navigating at night. Look at this big guy. Fell on down and they had to cut him out of the road. Well, I'm back on a trail after my little road trick. I decided I would talk about my backpack a little bit, but that'll be a different video and you can check that out if you'd like. It's just talking about my new Coulee 20 by Mystery Ranch. But now I'm following these railroad tracks, and I'll follow them a second time when I'm supposed to turn to shortcut a little further, and we'll see. I'm curious to see how far I end up going out of my 9 miles, taking the shortcuts, because AllTrails usually is a little slim with its mileage to start, you know. It'll tell you what you end up doing, but say you do a 9 mile, it's probably like somewhere between 9.5 and 11 miles actually. But look at that sunset up there. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm sure following the power lines ain't that cool, but it is what it is. And one of the reasons why I even decided I was going to go on such a long hike in the afternoon after work is because this week is really busy for me, and next week I'm going to try a competition shooting deal, which I've never done before. Got a wild hair and decided I was going to try and shoot this year, so next week I'll be doing that. It's gonna be some craziness. Hopefully it'll be really cool though. So that's the first reason. The second reason is I was super excited to try out my new bag that my wife got me. Like that might be like the main reason for why I picked a long hike, is I just really wanted to see what this bag felt like after a long hike. It's 7:25, I'd call it dusk now. And hopefully I can get out of here before it's time for the flashlight. But if not, at least I got it. Earlier I said that this was the hike that started it all. How you doing?
Thank you, good. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, I said this was the hike that started it all, but I guess that's not necessarily true. This is like my rebound hike. The hike that started it all was the Manistee River Trail / North Country Trail loop. That one really started it all. So that's a 20-mile loop in the Manistee Forest. It's like 3.5 to 4 hours from my house, and I've tried it with 2 separate people, and the plan for both of them was 10 miles one day, 10 miles the next day, or you know, the remainder basically. But with both parties, I didn't use a navigation app like AllTrails. We just brought a brochure and kind of guesstimated where we were. Both of the other parties slept like really terribly, and I slept okay, but I've slept out in the field a couple times since then, and I haven't been sleeping as good as I usually do. So I do plan on doing that again, but I'm gonna try and hit it in one day, you know. I've done a 20 miler on pretty flat surface, and it only took me like seven hours or so. So maybe I'll either leave really early and try and get there around 8, or I'll leave in the night, sleep over, and just hit it all the next day. But either way, I'm confident that this year I'll get that Menacee River Trail knocked out. I'm pretty sure I got it in me. If I don't, I guess it'll be the same goal I got next year, right? But yeah, this trail is actually really nice in the evening. The camera's doing really good in this lower light. Hopefully it doesn't look blurry when I upload it, but it looks good now. Oh, now it's getting even dark. My phone's telling me I got 30 minutes left of this hike, and it's getting pretty dark pretty fast. Probably have to crank the brightness on this one just a smidgen. We are at 6.5 miles, 33 minutes. I'll probably finish around 7, maybe 7.5. Jeez. I think I'm gonna title this video "Accidental Night Hike," because I imagine I'd be home or back to my car when it got about this dark. But I kind of neglected to think about how fast the sunset changes in September, October, etc. Thankfully, it's only September, or it would have been dark already when I got here. It's looking dark out here. I wonder if I'll be able to edit this to make it look good. The sky will look overexposed. It's not that dark up there. I'm almost out of here now, but I had to switch over to flashlight, so I really did get caught in the dark. It was kind of a joke earlier, but happy I grabbed it. Should be out of here in like 10 minutes or less. I can see all of this trail where it looks pretty dark. Well, you can't see. One car's leaving. There's a truck there, a car over there, my car right here. All right. Finished up. Can get the heck out of here. Let's see what we got here. 7.94 miles. We'll stop that. Finish. Review later. So they round up to 8. Average pace 1907. Moving time 232. Total time 232. Not too bad. Let's go home.